How's it going, everybody? Daner here with North Central Coins, and welcome back to another exciting episode of the most rare and valuable coins in Canada. Today we're going to be discussing a few rare air coins that can be worth hundreds if not thousands of dollars that you probably had no idea even existed. Because these were released in the year 1982 and they made just under 100 million dimes that year, it makes your chance of finding one of these rare airs a lot better. In this video, we will explore the historical context surrounding the production of these rare gems and delve into why they hold such importance in Canadian numismatic history. Additionally, we will discuss any distinguishing and identifying features, their significance among collectors, and also the potential value if you were ever to find or you own one of these coins. Before I do get into this, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also ring that bell notification so you can follow along with my new content. And make sure to stay to the end of the video if you would like to find out how much you could get for one of these coins if you do happen to own or find one. And then without any further ado, what do you say we get right into it and discuss the Canadian 1982 10-cent mule with a 1-cent die. Let's get it, guys. Mint-made errors occur when coins are incorrectly produced at the mint facilities, encompassing any issues arising until the minting process is finally completed. These errors can stem from various factors such as equipment deterioration, accidents, malfunctions, or even interventions by mint personnel. While coins undergo inspections during production to catch errors, some inadvertently find their way into circulation. However, modern production methods have reduced many errors, aided by automated counters effectively filtering out error coins. It is important to note that post-mint damage can sometimes resemble genuine mint errors, so it's definitely good to have an idea of what you want to look for to identify legitimate errors. Errors in Canadian coins can arise from various sources, including defective planchettes, faulty dies, or mistakes during striking. These errors may be classified according to the planchette, die, and striking system. Some errors may have multiple causes and might not fit neatly within a specific category. Labels used to categorize specific error types may describe the cause, appearance, or other factors contributing to the error. Examples include die cracks, rotated dies, clipped planchettes, or missing elements. Some coin errors may even have multiple names or attributions, adding to the complexity of its classification. However, uniqueness doesn't always necessarily dictate the rarity or value of an error coin. Usually, the farther back you go in a mint's history, the more prevalent errors will be, though modern minting practices have reduced their occurrence. Intentional interventions by mint personnel are rare but have happened in the past and typically involve actions intended to enhance the quality or value of a coin, but may result in some of these unintended errors escaping. Planchette preparation errors are one of the most common sources of mint errors. The mint acquires long strips of metal that are punched to produce blank planchettes. Misfeeds or improper thickness can lead to issues like clipped planchettes or improper planchette thickness, resulting in underweight or overweight coins. Other common errors include lamination flaws, split planchettes, and cladding flaws, which affect the integrity or appearance of the outside of the coin. Hub and die errors can occur during the die making process or due to misalignment during use. Misaligned dies, multiple strikes, and off-center strikes can also occur during the striking process, leading to various error types. Edge and rim errors such as wire rims or partial collars can arise from collar mispositioning or deterioration. It's very important to note that post-mint damage can sometimes be mistaken for some of these mint errors, which highlights the importance of careful inspection in numismatics. Canadian coins may exhibit a variety of mint errors stemming from issues at different stages of production, including planchette preparation, die making, and the striking of the coins. Understanding these errors and their characteristics is crucial for collectors and enthusiasts who wish to get the most out of their collection. The 1982 10-cent coin struck with a 1-cent die is classified as a mule, but it is actually more of a planchette error, and it is a remarkable mint error that occurred when a 10-cent coin was struck with dies intended for the 1982 pennies. Only a few examples of this coin are currently known to exist, which enhances its rarity and appeal among collectors. Identifying this rare air requires careful examination of both sides of the coin. On the obverse, the familiar image of Queen Elizabeth II should be present, but the size of her bust will be slightly different as it was intended to be used on the penny, and the size of the dime planchette is smaller. Also, the rim typically found on dimes should not be fully intact around the entire coin, as some of that would have been flattened when it was struck with the larger penny die. Then when you flip over to the reverse, instead of the expected design representing the 10-cent denomination, which is the blue nose schooner, the image of the Canadian 1-cent maple leaves reverse will be visible. Now, in all of the information I found about this piece, it is labeled as a mule, but as far as I can tell, it is actually more along the lines of a planchette error, as both 1-cent dies were used on a planchette intended for the 10-cent coins. The origin of this error can be traced back to the minting process, when a mix-up or error occurred, most likely at some point in 1982 when the pennies were being struck. Whether on purpose or accidentally, some of the planchettes intended for the dimes got mixed into the bunch. It is also very possible in the case of errors like this that it could be intentional, as only a few of them exist, but regardless, it's always fascinating when the most simple of blunders or oversights can open up the coin heavens for some of these rare errors to come into existence. It's super important to note that not all of the silver looking 1-cent coins that you find are not going to be genuine mint errors. Many of these coins could have been dipped in tin or plated by individuals seeking to alter their appearance, which does not add any value to these pieces. But if you do find any coins and they have a super funky color, I definitely suggest checking out the specifications for that coin if its weight is off, or if the weight or specifications align with that of a different denomination that might indicate that you have a legitimate planchette error. Now, some of the details and specifications for this coin. All of these specifications should be for the 1982 dime planchettes. So if you have a silver penny from the year 1982 and it aligns with all of these, then you most likely have a legitimate example of the coin that I'm discussing today. Now, the overall mintage for the 1982 Canadian dimes is 93,960,898. They are composed of 100% nickel. They have a weight of 2.07 grams, a diameter of 18.03 millimeters, and a thickness of 1.16 millimeters. The edge of the coin is reeded, which will be one of the biggest giveaways that it was struck on the dime planchette. It should be magnetic, as it was struck on a nickel planchette, and the die axis will be in metal alignment, as is the standard for most Canadian, British, and Australian coins. Now, when it comes to the value for this piece, one notable specimen, a PCGS graded MS62, owned by a gentleman by the name of Mike Byers, was obtained by a Canadian collector who found it in their everyday pocket change. Another example, which was graded MS64 by PCGS, fetched a substantial sum of $3,560, which sold in December of 2020. So just over $3,500 for a coin that is graded MS64. If you were to find one and is scored any higher, around an MS65 to MS67, you could easily be talking a $5,000 to $10,000 coin. Unfortunately, usually when you find older pieces like this, they will not be in the greatest shape, but I can tell you from some of my penny hunts that I have found some super funky colored pennies. I have found some that are silver colored, some that are gold colored, and I still actually have them in my collection. And right after I am done making this video, I'm gonna go check some of the specifications just to make sure that I don't have any of these rare coins that I am discussing today. Now, what do you guys think about the Canadian 1982 10-cent coin muled with a 1-cent die? What would you do if you ever found a legitimate example, or if you ever have found any of the coins that I discussed in this video? Please let me know down in the comments. I would love to know. Also, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also ring that bell notification so you can stay up to date with my new content as it is being released. But I think that is pretty much going to do it for this one, folks. So until the next one, everybody, peace out and have a good one, y'all.